let's start talking about the kids who aren't ever taught.
Exactly. Welcome to Jersey Mat Chat.
How you doing? My name's Gary Wade. I'm an official here in the state of New Jersey. We're in need of officials, so if you're interested in becoming an official, please visit our website, njwoa.net. You'll fill out an application process, and you'll get a response back from Mark Sherman, who's in charge of the state of New Jersey for the cadets that join our ranks. The qualifications are you just have to be 18 years old. We could use you. We're shorthanded.
Do you understand?
Sir, yes, sir!
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to Mat Chat for another episode. This time, to my right, we got the first ever Boardwalk Badass of the Year, Greyson Pettit, state champ, Delsea High School. Thanks for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
2 weeks ago today, almost to the hour, you made history, man.
Yeah.
You had a very special weekend, and I'm excited to talk to you about that and everything that led up to that. But let's get right to why we're here. You did something that was I don't think it's ever happened. I've been following this sport for a long time. I don't ever remember a 21 seed.
Yeah.
21 seed taking out the 5th, the 4th, the returning state champ, the 3rd, and winning a state title. Very impressive. So much so, I want to know a lot about it. So let's start with the end of last year. The end of last year, injury, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about your injury and how last season ended.
So last year I didn't have the best weight cut, so weight was definitely a problem, and cutting too much weight, it's just so much on your body, and I just think my body was done. It was just giving out, and the Wednesday before districts was on a Friday. I was at practice. I was just wrestling normal, and I took a shot, and I just felt a crazy crack in my knee. But I didn't really think anything of it. I thought it was just like a normal wrestling pain that you get. And I'm sitting down, and I'm just like feeling around in my knee, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. So I try to stand up, and I just fall right back to the ground. I'm like, there's something like really wrong. So I go to the trainer, and he's telling me, like, I could just see the look on his face, like, it's not good. And like cutting a bunch of weight and hearing that you might be out it's not a good feeling.
Right.
It's not a good feeling, cutting all year and then you get told that your ACL is torn, and it's definitely not something you really want to hear. Now
your sophomore year ended in a similar way?
So in the middle of the year, I tore my UCL, like with my arm.
This is your sophomore year?
My sophomore year. And I had the team state finals. I was wearing like a big brace on it, and I got through that one. I really got through that one, and my sophomore year 1 and 2 at states, and the weight cut was real bad that year as well. I didn't love the sport.
Right.
I didn't want to wrestle. I went into Boardwalk Hall trying to leave first instead of win. Instead of walking out number 1, I wanted to be the first one out.
So taking that bad weight cut experience from your sophomore year into your junior year, you mentioned your weight cut wasn't good your junior year.
Yeah.
So why did Greyson Pettit at that time think cutting a lot of weight didn't work my sophomore year, so let me go ahead and cut a lot of weight my junior year?
Yeah, so I was I was really under the impression of you had to cut weight to win. Mm-hmm. So and I wrestled up in the summer. I wrestled 126, 132. I won freestyle states. I wrestled Fargo. I went 2 and 2 at Fargo. I was doing pretty good in the summer, and I just made the cut down. I won Sam Cali at 113, so I was like, you know what, maybe I'm figuring this out a little bit, and just progressing through the season, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And
were you growing, or did you have bad habits?
I just had real bad habits. I'm a real big snacker.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yeah, shout out Amari Band.
Yeah, see the cereal, the king of cereal, it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had bad habits. I think all teenagers do. So your junior year ends, let's call it combination, mainly your knee, bad weight cut. Maybe your bad weight cut is the reason your knee gave out. We'll never know, but let's just assume it's all one big complete disaster. So now you're through 3 years of your high school career. You're always talented, but let's face it, you weren't accomplishing a whole lot on the level that your expectations were.
Right.
So the summer going into this year, what changed?
Really my mindset. I told my coaches, I told my parents, like, I'm not cutting weight. I can't do it. I will not cut weight. So I don't cut weight during the summer. I really work on recovery because most of my summer was just recovering off of my knee and slowly getting back into practice, just getting my eating habits right, eating good food instead of being hurt and sitting on the couch and eating potato chips the whole time. Actually eating good, trying to get my knee back to 100 as best as possible. And I missed out on freestyle states. So I wrestled Northeast regions. It was my first tournament back in the summer. And I wrestled Greco and I got third. So that qualified me for Fargo. So I was hyped to go out to Fargo. I've never placed that super, what is it called? Northeast regions.
Northeast regions.
I've never placed there before. And it was pretty hype. I wrestled freestyle. I didn't do that good. Slow on my feet. So I knew I was like, I'm ready to go. Like, I felt good. Nothing was really hurting. Then I went out to Fargo, went 3-0 the first day in Greco, felt good, and made the weight easy, made 132 real easy. And then lost my 2 matches the next day, and I was impressed with myself. Went out to Fargo, went 2-2, and then went 3-2. Yeah. And then really that was it. I was like, I'm just not going to cut weight. I feel great.
So what's the heaviest you've ever been?
Oof. It was probably when I hurt my leg, probably 156.
Yeah, you were in the mid-50s. Holy shit. Wow. Okay.
Fat, real fat.
Yeah, I hear you. Listen, I get it. There's lazy weight and active weight.
Yeah.
But your actual weight, you were probably closer to 44 or 45, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just walking around, like it would fluctuate from 40 to 45. That's really it.
Okay, so let me hit you with this question. What's your definition of cutting weight? Because from 44 to, let's just say you were 45 to 32, isn't exactly skipping dinner.
No, that's just being disciplined. That's what I called it. Like this year, I was just disciplined. That was it. Yeah. Wasn't really cutting weight.
What do you have a nutritionist?
I did. I used Cut Pro for like maybe I want to say the beginning a little bit. Okay. I used it in the beginning and then I stopped, and then it was just like, all right, you just eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, and drink water. Yeah. And just work hard. That was my mindset.
So the focus was no longer about the scale. The focus was becoming a better wrestler.
Right.
Okay. So when you going into this year, you talked to listen, Delsey's got a stacked lineup. Very good team. You guys beat us. So do you guys talk, in August and September and October on what weights you guys are going to go?
Yeah.
And, so everything, was there ever, when you guys talk about these things, is it ever an argument, or is it kind of like respect? Like, I'm going this weight, I'll go this weight. How does that, talk me through that?
It's kind of a respect. My freshman year, I weighed 106, and we had a sophomore who weighed 106, Gage Summers. Mm-hmm. He was good. So I kind of just bowed down. I was like, you can wrestle 106 that year. So I wrestled JV, and last year, or this past year.
Say that again. Your freshman year, you did what?
I wrestled JV.
State champ. Wrestled JV as a freshman. Continue. Thank you.
And I did lose a match on JV my freshman year.
You lost a match, a JV match as a freshman. Continue. Thank you.
Me and Dante DePaul we're having conversations like who's going to go 32, who's going to go 26. Because I really did think I was going to cut down to 28 for states.
This year?
Yeah, okay. I was having talks with my coaches and my parents, and they just didn't think it was the right idea for me, which
parents always know.
Yeah.
They always know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, really, they were the ones that were like, are you gonna go down? Like, I think
26 was no joke.
Yeah, no.
32 was no joke.
No, it was.
Pick your poison.
You're gonna have to beat kids at both weights. Yes. So you want to feel good, or you want to be cutting weight again. I think from going to 45 to 26 would be cutting.
Yes.
I think that would be cutting. That would take a lot out of me. And so me and Dante DePaul, we had the talk, and we wrestled this summer showcase. We both wrestled 135. Both felt good, and Dante was like, I want to go 26. I was like, you can have it.
Works out.
Yeah, right.
So you got Dante, you, and Amari back to back to back.
And then Antipol.
And Antipol, yes. Right. Yes, you guys are good. You got a good team. Okay, so season starts. I'm assuming you're going to be honest when I ask you these questions. What were your true goals and expectations for this year before the year started
I wanted to just place.
at States?
At the beginning of the year, I just wanted to be on top of the podium.
Top
I
eight.
didn't care if it was 8th. I didn't care if it was 7th. I didn't care. I just wanted to be on top of the podium.
At any point in the year, did you ever think to yourself, I'm not good enough to be top 8?
There was definitely times I had doubts. I was starting to see the kids that were going up, starting to see kids that were dropping down, and I also seen kids that were leaving the weight. And I was ranked 10th or 11th, whatever, and all these rankings. They definitely give you a thought in the back of your head, like, wow, maybe I might not place. Like, there's a chance I couldn't place. But yeah, it wasn't overcoming my whole thought process of me getting on the podium.
Okay, so the season starts. It's typical December wrestling. Cali.
Yeah, we wrestled Sam Kelly.
You guys didn't do the Beast.
No, we wrestled Escape the Rock
Escape
instead.
the Rock. Okay. Well, Rock was kind of weird because it was cut short because of snow and.
Yeah.
You wrestled Spalding there, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. And he beat you. Am that correct?
Yeah. So really, that's Escape the Rock was the mindset switch for the rest of the whole year.
That was key.
Yeah. So my match for Spalding, he took me down within the first like the end of the first period. There was like 6 seconds left. He took me down just because I relaxed one time, and then I came back, reversed him, and then the score was like 5-6, and I let him up and I tried to take him down, and I kept getting behind him, but I couldn't finish it, and I was like, after I lost, I was excited. Like,
I know what you mean.
Everybody thought I was gonna be like pouty, and like I was excited. I was like, I just had a 2-point match with the state champ.
Yeah,
like
I can compete.
I can do this.
I can compete,
I can really do this.
Yeah.
And after that, it was up from there. I just trained so much harder and believed in myself so much more throughout the season. I took some more tough losses during the season. D. Fran from Hanover Park.
Yeah, it's so long last name. Yeah, I don't.
Lost to him. Lost to Ramirez. Took like bad losses really.
But they're not bad wrestlers.
No.
Yeah.
Their matches I think I should have won, and I don't think I competed at my 100, but they weren't matches that like threw me off the whole time.
So the season's going on. You had that, Escape the Rock was, I think, 3rd week of January. Perfect time of the year for that tournament. You're a month away. You go through sectionals, go through groups. Now it's Greyson Pettit time now. Districts. The mindset of districts is I'm going to come into districts. I'm going to win districts.
Right.
Okay. I think you did that with not too much of a problem.
No.
Okay. Districts ends. You go into regions. I don't think you really broke a sweat in regions, did you?
No. Well, I don't want to say.
Well,
no.
what I mean is I'm trying to remember who you wrestled. Like, who did you wrestle in the semis or finals? In regions?
I had Jaden Jardine in the finals.
Oh, yeah, okay, he's tough. Yeah, Eastern kid.
Yeah, he took me down.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That was really the only match. I wrestled the Southern kid again, actually. Masenko from Southern. Yeah, he put up a better fight.
Yeah, he's young, he's tough.
Yeah, he's tough. He's going to be good.
And when I say you don't break a sweat, I'm not disrespecting who you're wrestling.
Right.
What I mean is you're not wrestling anybody that's a returning state medalist
Right.
Okay. So you win regions. Now, I got to ask you this question. Did your coaches give you an idea of what you were going to be seated at states? Did you have a...
Yeah, I thought I was going to be top 10.
Top 10.
For sure. We were all taking bets. Like, I think you're going to be 9. I think you're going to be 8. Like, we were all like, oh, Amari's going to be 3.
Yeah.
Sal, you're going to be 3. But everyone was different. Amari was 4. DePaul was 4. Sal was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And I was 21. I was actually in the auditorium. We were in an assembly. And the coach, DeWoody, he showed me, he was like, yeah, you're going to be the 10 seed. Like, I'm confident you're going to be the 10 seed. So like, all right, I'm going in the auditorium. I'm like happy. Like, and Sal shows me his phone and it's the brackets. I'm 21. And I see who I have to go through. And it didn't, I want to say I was nervous, but I was nervous days prior to the state tournament. That was really the only time I was nervous.
Because you had these thoughts, you admitted early in the year that you questioned if you could even place.
Right.
And now you look at the bracket, obviously you're expecting 10, but there's a thing called triangles.
Right.
That can just create havoc. You had no prior criterion states. Do those doubts come back into your mind when you're looking at that bracket?
They definitely did, and I'll never forget my coach George Maxwell. He comes in fired up. He's like, "You're the 21 seed." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, he's so happy. He's like, "You're gonna win. Like, you're gonna win." And I'm like, "Really? Like, you think I can win?" And he was like, "Yeah. You're gonna have to beat these guys no matter what. No matter if you want to get on the podium or what. You're gonna have to beat these guys. So beat them first." And that just stuck with me the entire time. Like, just go out there and wrestle. And I had Haggerty second round.
I know.
Second round the first day. They were supposed to come and
Haggerty's a returning 4th place finisher.
Right.
Okay.
They were supposed to come and train with us, like during the week.
That wasn't happening. Yeah.
No, they were like, "No, we're not doing that."
Right.
So
Makes sense. All right. So you take care of business in round 1. So your second round match in Atlantic City is against a returning 4th place finisher. Correct?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You beat Haggerty. Your reward for beating Haggerty is you get a returning 4th place finisher, and DeLorenzo from Toms River East.
Right. He beat me in the beginning of the year.
DeLorenzo is a tough dude.
Yeah. He's
Real
solid.
tough dude.
I think he's going to do damage next year. I think he's going to win next year.
He's a lot of kids. I talked to a lot of people who believed he was going to win it this year at 32, and I didn't sit there and say no way. I think the kid's talented enough.
Right.
You know,
He's solid.
32 was so deep. You could argue for several kids and say, oh, you know, I think he'd win it.
Anyone could have won that.
Okay, so your reward for beating Haggerty was wrestling DeLorenzo, who beat you that year. Yes, this year. So you beat DeLorenzo. Now your reward for beating Haggerty and DeLorenzo is wrestling the defending state champion, returning state champion. You get your rematch with Spalding. So what's your mindset going in to the semis with Spalding?
I'm excited. I'm ready to go out there and wrestle. You know, they got the 2 mats like lined up in the middle of Boardwalk Hall. There's a lot of people there, and I don't like to be cocky, but I like to tell people like you could beat me once, but it's gonna be really hard to beat me twice. Yeah. You know, and I just had to go out there, not relax, and just go out and wrestle my match. It was 2 points away.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I just went out there and wrestled the whole time and got it done.
Okay, so you walk off the mat, beating returning state champion. Now you got 2 things to worry about now. Not worry about, but you still have to check your weight. How was your weight, if you remember, after the semis?
I was under.
You were under.
I
Good to go.
didn't have to work out one time during the state tournament.
Okay, so everything was going right. You didn't have anything nagging injury-wise?
Actually, I didn't really say it in the beginning of the year because I was so scared. Like, I have like popped, whatever, like the sacs in your knee.
Okay.
There's like gel sacs or like burst sacs. They're all popped. They're all popped in this knee. And I'll just take ibuprofen and it would go away, but it hurts super bad sometimes.
Okay.
And after my DeLorenzo match, it was hurting really bad, like really, really bad. So I went back to the hotel, just laid in the bed, just put ice on it, just calming my mind. And after I took some ibuprofen and I went out, I couldn't feel it. But then after I wrestled Sammy, it's hurting real bad again. I'm like, oh, there's something wrong again.
Interesting.
But really, it was just letting it rest. I just never really let it rest during the season and never really got time to recover. But it's not to the point where I can't wrestle. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so you beat Spalding. Your weight's good. It's probably 7 o'clock at night. You got one more match against another really good kid. I think Dandria took 3rd last year. So you got a 4th placer, returning state champ, and a returning 3rd place. That's on your agenda. So now you go back to the hotel on Friday night, heading into Saturday. What are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I feel.
Do you believe at this point that anyone can beat you?
I really wasn't thinking about that, to be honest. I was like, yo, I'm in the state finals. Like, I don't care what happens out there.
Really? That's how you were thinking?
I really didn't care. I was like, I could go out there and I could lose in the first 5 seconds, and I made the state finals. Like, that was. I'm already farther than what I wanted to do, and then I just had a split thought. I was like, you can win this.
You came this far.
You can really win this. Yeah. Like, and my coach just kept like I mentioned earlier, Maxwell. He was like, just finish the story. You
didn't just finish it. Quite frankly, you kicked his ass. Like, it wasn't close. I don't know if another human being, maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I don't know, because he's a very, very good wrestler. Maybe he just saw something in you. Maybe because of the run you had, he felt intimidated. I don't know. And this is real wrestling talk, because you're a wrestler. I think you have felt what I think he might have felt. A sense of doubt. For whatever reason, there's doubt in you, because the way that match went, I saw doubt in him, and I saw one kid that felt like he couldn't be beat. And that's how the match unfolded.
Right. My coach is still talking to me about it. He was like, I've never looked in somebody's eyes before and seen someone more locked in than you were in every single one of your matches.
It looked easy. I shouldn't say it, but it looked easy.
I don't even really, to be honest, I don't remember. I really don't remember what happened out there.
You were
I just went out there and wrestled.
Yeah, and that you did. Okay, so you're state champ. You win the finals, stand on the podium. I vouched that you should have got OW, but that's irrelevant. We gave you our OW.
Yeah.
Now what? Now, did college coaches start calling you?
Yeah, they were all texting me and
when did this text start coming in?
So, I believe it was, I don't really remember what day, but it was probably that same day or.
The finals that you won?
Yeah.
After you won?
It was just coaches texted me, good luck. Good luck out there. You worked so hard for this. We've seen you. Mm-hmm. Just go out there and finish the job. And that also gives you another sense of motivation. Of course. You got everyone looking at you.
Incentive here.
Right. And all these people are here to watch you. Yeah. You're the first match. Just go out there and wrestle. So I went out there, wrestled, and I had a few coaches hit me up that day. Rutgers hit me up, and I had a few other coaches, and it just felt great. It felt amazing.
I'm sure. So you win a state title, and it's safe to say, we'll use the term immediately. You were immediately getting contact.
Right.
That's how quick your life can change. That's how crazy it is. So let's talk about that. Do you have any college visits set up?
Yeah, so this upcoming week, Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm going on my official for Rutgers.
Rutgers, okay.
I'm going with, me and Anthony DePaul are going up together.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. And then April 6th through the 11th, I'm going out to Iowa.
Iowa.
Yep, train, official visit, train at the RTC. And
Tom Brands loves New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
He's not wrong.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's all I really have set up for now. I had a few other coaches contact me, but we're getting that stuff set up.
I guess you feel under a little bit more pressure because your senior year is over.
Right.
And you're I'm assuming the rush to commit is more urgent than if you were a junior right now.
Right.
Or a sophomore right now.
Yeah.
So what's going through what are you thinking about when it comes time to take the window of opportunity into consideration? So do you feel like, let's just say you take the official visit to Rutgers and then Iowa, do you feel like I got to commit to one of these, or are you still going to be somewhat patient and see if any other opportunities come to you?
I think I'm gonna still be open. I'm not gonna commit right on the spot.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of opportunity, and there's still a lot of tournaments I can wrestle.
Yeah.
So my next one's Fargo, and I'm gonna go out there and just wrestle.
Okay.
Just wrestle and see what happens. Hopefully I'm committed before then, but
yeah.
Options are always open.
So what did you I love it. I love this. What did you do to celebrate your historical run?
I got a milkshake.
You got a milkshake.
Johnny Rockets.
Johnny Rockets, the best. Give me some of the best. Oh my God, I love them. It's a little shithole place, but man, they got some good burgers there too.
Yeah.
Johnny Rockets, that's funny.
Cookies and cream.
What about your mom and dad? I'm sure they got a lot invested in you, a
Right.
lot of time, a lot of highway miles, money, etc. Do you want to share any moment you had with your mom or your dad?
Yeah, there was a lot of tears.
Yeah.
And I knew my mom is super superstitious.
Is she?
She made everyone sit in the same spot as
Really?
the day before. Yeah, she was making everyone say the same stuff that they said the day before, and she was excited. She was just watching. She watched my whole journey. She watched me put the work in. She took me to the gym to get the weight off, you know, she took me everywhere. She paid for everything, and same thing with my dad.
Yeah.
You know, we're real close, and I feel like him being my motivator, I think he's looking at me too. It's like, dang,
He's looking up to you.
He's looking up to me just as much as I'm looking up to him.
Absolutely.
So
you achieved something he never did, and quite frankly, probably could never do.
Right.
You know, because what you did is, it's uncharted waters. So, do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah. So my parents are split. So I have a stepmom and a stepdad.
Okay.
So I have six siblings total.
Oh wow.
5 stepsisters and 1 stepbrother.
Okay. Does your
They're like half and step. I don't really call them half and step.
Yeah.
Like,
Does how old is your brother?
my brother's 17.
Did he wrestle?
No, he played hockey.
Okay, so none of your siblings or did anybody in your immediate family ever wrestle?
Nobody.
So do you ever feel like they can't relate to what you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like there's hard times I'm going through, and you know they're trying to give me a talk, and I'm just like you really don't understand right now. But you know they're glad they're trying. They're trying their best.
Of course.
You know, and I got my little nephew. He's starting wrestling.
Little killer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. How old is he?
I think he's 6.
Nice. Do you see yourself when wrestling is all done? Let's say you go on to college, and whether you win no national titles or 4 whatever you accomplish, at some point wrestling is going to be over.
Yeah.
What are the chances that you get into coaching?
I think really high. I really think coaching is a big part in a kid's success. Like no kid does it on their own.
Yeah.
You know, there's always someone on their shoulder. There's always someone, you know, warming them up. There's always someone giving them a talk. Whether it's your parents or a wrestling coach, you're always going to have someone there, and you're going to need someone there. The past 2 years, my sophomore and junior year, I tried to do it alone. I tried to do it by myself with, you know, the weight cut takes you to dark places.
Yeah.
And, you know, I thought I could do it on my own, but I couldn't. This year, I was just trusting everyone. I was believing in everyone, and they all believed in me. And this year showed it for sure.
Absolutely. Speaking of coaches, outside of your Delsey room coaches, who deserves a lot of the credit? What coach deserves a lot of the credit for your success?
My coach, Uncle Dion.
Dion.
Yeah, he's not really my uncle, but it's his name,
tell
Uncle
us,
Dion.
Who is Uncle Dion?
He's Amari's uncle.
Oh, okay.
And he took me in when I was really young. We used to train in the basement a lot, and we used to call ourselves the Basement Boys.
Basement Boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the Bachmans or the Basement Boys.
Yeah.
We trained in the garage too. That's where we did most of our training. Old dusty garage. We had
the best places.
We had like terrible weights, you know. But we made it work. And me and Amari for the last I want to say 7 years, probably 7 or 8 years. He's been my training partner, and we've been with each other the whole way.
You guys are tight?
Yeah.
Real tight?
Yeah.
So you've never been loyal to any one club?
No, I mean I would say I've been loyal, but not in the sense where I'm gonna stop going there to go to somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and if I ever stop going somewhere to go somewhere else, I'm going both. I'm doing everything I can to go where I grow the most.
No, I love it. So what are you gonna major in college?
I think I'm gonna major in business.
Business.
Yeah.
Okay. Thinking like a life on Wall Street, or a life in running what are you gonna do? Run a business? Own a business?
Yeah, I would like to own my own business one day. My stepdad's real big into mortgages.
Mortgages,
So
okay.
I'm hoping he shows me that path,
Yeah.
and we'll get something started one day.
I like it. Who do you man, it's just I wish we had an hour and a half to chat. We don't have an hour and a half. But what's the one thing? Let's recap. You wrestled JV as a freshman.
Right.
You even lost matches at the JV level as a freshman
and
3 years ago.
Yep, and I've never even placed at a youth state tournament.
You never placed at a youth state tournament. How many times did you win districts?
Twice.
Twice. Won regions once.
One region.
Never placed at states
Nope.
before this year, and you're a state champion in arguably one of the deepest weight classes in New Jersey history. So I know middle school kids watch our shows. I know little kids watch our shows. I know current high schoolers watch our shows. We take pride in offering like an educational portion of what we're talking about. So what would you tell anybody that isn't as good as they think they are, doesn't think they're going to be where they're going to be? What are you going to tell them? What could you tell them, or would you tell them?
Hang around the right people first. That's number one that we talk about most at our club. And you hang around the right people. Actually, my English teacher has a poster in her room that says, "You hang around 5 millionaires, you'll become the sixth. That you hang around 5 junkies, you'll become the sixth."
Makes sense.
And I really like that quote. And I think, yeah, you hang around the right people and they're doing the right stuff. You know, you're going to be there one day.
Yeah.
And you never really know how close it is in front of you until you get it.
Yeah.
Like I had doubts of me even wanting to wrestle because I didn't want to cut weight. Like I really didn't like it.
It's crazy.
But it was just one season away. And number 2, just believing in yourself. Like really, really manifesting and believing that you can do it. I didn't tell you this, but there was a specific day. It wasn't like a specific day in the week, but there would be one day out of the week, like the district's week, the region's week, and the state's week. There was one random day out of the week where I had the same exact dream that I beat these guys and I won a state title.
Wow.
And I was just manifesting and really believing that I could do it.
I believe in weird things. So I do believe in certain levels of fate, like destiny. Like I do believe that there's a there's a reason you did what you did. I don't know the reason. You don't know the reason. No one knows the reason. And then it might not even be related to wrestling. But I do believe in weird things like that. I think that there's a reason you did what you did that one day is going to reveal itself. Because, man, what you did is just crazy. I remember talking to my son. I remember talking to my wife. I remember my phone was buzzing. Do you friggin' believe what Pettit did? And I'm like, kinda. I mean, we do take pride in being, we don't try to be too opinionated on the things we do. We sit you down in a chair, we let you say what you want to say. And the material that we post, we try not to be too opinionated because parents are just complainers. But we did put together something about our dark horses. And you were one of our dark horses. Clearly, Pete thought, Pettit should absolutely raise some hell.
Yeah.
Did I think you'd win it? No. But I thought you'd raise some hell.
Yeah.
So thank you for making us seem like we know what we're talking about. That makes us feel better.
Yeah.
But it's just the things that occur during a season, during a tournament, and that weekend's always crazy. Next year, there's going to be another Greyson Pettit. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do what you did, but next year, someone else is going to write their own story similar to yours.
Right.
And that's what makes this sport it's so unbelievable for that reason. So
right, and I think really nobody really knew, I really truly believe no one thought I was gonna win besides me. Like,
of course.
Everyone has doubts. Everyone knows that all those kids are good, and you know, I come back to school the next day and everyone's like looking at me like, you really did it. Like no one believed in you.
Greyson, it's more about, if you understand, you're not a dumb kid. If you look at the brackets, sometimes it's not about not thinking a kid's good enough. Look at the path this kid has to take to win it. He's got to beat him, then him, then him, then him. So it just becomes odds. It becomes percentages at that point.
Right.
Nobody was in a worse spot, technically, in a bracket out of all weights than you were. Nobody.
And you could look at it as like if I was in a worse spot or a good spot.
That is one way of looking at it.
That's up to the wrestler and his mindset. You know, my coach said in the interview when Jersey Sports Zone was up to him, he was like, you see a number next to his name and that kind of stuns you, but like you really know Greyson and you watch him work and train. And he was shocked for sure. He was happy for sure, but everyone else was way more shocked than he was, and I could tell just by the way he was talking to me all weekend.
Did you go to school that Monday or did you take off?
No, I went to school that Monday, and then I had senior trip Tuesday.
Really?
Yep.
Where'd you guys go?
Disney World.
Oh, nice. State title, one day off of school. I'm sure you didn't do jack shit on Monday at school, right?
I just walked around.
I'm sure, yeah. I mean, you're the king for a day, right?
Yeah.
And then you get on a plane, you go to Disney World. What a week, man. To be, what are you, 18 or 19?
17.
It's even better. You never held back?
Nope.
Wow. Never held back. That just adds to the story.
All right.
My kind of kid. I love it. Grace, Thank you.
Thank you.
Great chat.
I appreciate you for having me.
Of course, we're going to be rooting for you, looking out for you, continuing to follow you. And on this platform, we're always going to give you the exposure you deserve and that you've earned. So you're the man, brother.
Thank
you're
you.
the man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Attention, wrestling fans, parents, and future state champs. This is your podcast. We're shining a light on the toughest high school New Jersey wrestlers and coaches who are building warriors one takedown at a time. Follow us, like, and subscribe on your favorite platform. It doesn't cost you anything, but it goes a long way to support the show. Don't just watch the journey, be part of it.